Hey guys, it is Christina with Best Paw Forward Training, and this is little Maggie. She is at board and train here at the house, and she is going home for her first off. Thank you, good girl. Thanks. Yes, that's much better. Thank you. And she is going home tomorrow for her first weekend home. And we're very excited. So we're just running some drills now. We are e-collar training her with the micro educator. This is a 1/3 of a mile range. Not that you necessarily want her a 1/3 of a mile from you, but it has that capability. She's on a level 5 right now. So if you're not familiar with these, the levels go from 0, which is a true 0, nothing happens at 0, to 100. So right now she's working at a fairly low level, which is nice. But that level will change as you get out into public, as you get into more distractions, asking her for harder things to do, all of that kind of stuff. So it looks like she's went over by the bathroom, which is totally fine. I'm going to tap her once and get her to come. She already came over here. So now I'm going to wait for her to wander somewhere else. But so when you're initially starting off, thank you. Good girl. Good girl. When you're initially starting with e-collar training, you'll give them a tap and then you'll give them the command you want. So the one thing I can do right now, even though she's not walking very much far away from me, is place. Off. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. So all I did for that is I held the button and I said off. And as soon as she backed off and gave me space, I let the button up. And now she's trying place because she knows that so far this morning she's been going on the magic treat box. It's okay, Maggie. She's been going on the magic treat box and been getting treats. Maggie, off. Good girl. Thank you. Hey, place. Oh, thanks. Oh, thanks. Good girl. That's a good girl. Ooh, yes, good girl. So that time I gave her a treat because she heard my neighbors working on their house. She looked out there, but then she gave her attention back to me. Good girl. Yes. And we are still in the phase where I'm paying her fairly often. Off. Off. Thank you. Good girl. But as she progresses in her training, she'll get treats less and less often. But right now, I don't mind paying her for appropriate behavior. Right now, she's getting paid for staying on place. That's a good girl. You'll notice I didn't actually tell her stay. My commands are inherent. So if I've told you to be on place, I want you to be on place. Good girl. And that helps with not chaining behaviors. So a lot of times that's when, you see the memes on Facebook. Okay, break, get off. There you go. Go on. Good girl. Good girl. Where they're like, hi, my name is sit, 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 sit. Because people have chained all those together. So your dog doesn't think sit means sit. They think 7 sits means sit. Good girl, Maggie. Why don't you down? Oh, thanks. So the other thing I tend to do is that she just offered a sit, which is awesome, but it wasn't actually anything I had asked her to do. So instead, I asked her to lay down, so then I could reward her for laying down. That helps make your dog not pushy. Do you have a dog that every time they sit, they expect a treat? So what I do is I offer another command. So had she just stood on place and been staring at me like, hey, I did the thing, I want a cookie, then I'll tell her to sit or I'll tell her to down, and then I'll reward that. She heard the word cookie, so she came and checked back in. So now she's outside. This is a fully fenced backyard. It doesn't sound like any of the neighbor dogs are out at the moment, so there's not too many distractions for her out there. Don't drink that, Maggie. That's puddle water. There's buckets of water out there for you to drink, silly girl. Also, I've checked this fence this morning for holes and things like that. So right now, I'm going to get her to come back in here to us. Here. Good girl. Place. Yes, good girl. So all I did there was I gave one tap on the button. When she looked up at me, I said here. So the e-collar, good girl, go on. The e-collar is like a pager that says, hey, I'm going to have information for you. And then you follow that with a command. So for place, it would be tap, place. Right here, place. Yes, good girl. Good girl. So So the tap on the e-collar told her I'm going to have information for her, and then I followed that up with the information. She's doing super well. She is really, really smart. Maybe a little too smart. She's kind of an evil genius. Aren't you, Maggie? Maggie. Yes, you are. And she's going to get a nice bath and get her nails trimmed up and her face trimmed up a bit today. Aren't you, Maggie? For a nice weekend home with your family, huh? You're a good girl. All right, guys. Well, there's a little bit of Maggie's training today. I'll post some pictures as well. She's been here helping me wrap some Christmas presents since we are somehow already in December of this year. If you have any questions or you want some help with your dogs, please feel free to comment below or contact us on Facebook or Instagram or also through our website. All right, guys. Happy December.